Hello, we are here on the LA show. Today we are with Mr. Victor Frank, who is a survivor of the Holocaust, the concentration camps in Auschwitz in Germany, and today he is with us to tell his experience.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Victor Franklin, and I will mainly want to share with you my beliefs that life holds a potential meaning under any condition, even the most miserable one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frank. Here's our friend Daniela, who will be in charge of asking him something.
First of all, we have heard you had the opportunity to escape to America before Hitler occupied Austria. Tell us about this experience.
Well, I have always been very religious, and my religious had taught me about loving others and giving our life to others. Loving others and serving from people we love is what will lead us to happiness. My parents want me to save my life by escaping, and I remember that I really considered it, until I got a signal from heaven.
What kind of signal?
It was a piece of table which contained the commandments. The stone lied on a table at home and considered a letter whose meaning was, honor their father and their mother, and their days may be long upon the land. At the moment I decided to stay with my father and my mom upon the land and to let the American visa lapse.
That was a very brave act of your part, Mr. Franco. Now we would like to know about your starts in the concentration camp.
The person was traveling by train. We all had to sit in our wagon. Nobody knew what the train was headed to. Suddenly, everyone's heart missed a beat of the moment we had to beat. We all knew that could only mean gas chambers, crematoriums, and massacre. We were told to leave our luggage on the train. We were told to make two lines separately, men and women. All of our own were taken, our clothes, shoes, jewelry, and our hair. All we were left were our naked bodies and our fundamental freedom. We were still free to think anything we want. Freedom is a specific feature from human nature. It includes our beliefs, thoughts, loves, human rights, and no one can take it from you.
This is just the beginning of all of these terrible experiences. We are here back in a moment to the LA show. Let's go with Mr. Frank and his terrible stories.
That's all from Mr. Franco. In what way could you manage to stay alive?
We had horrible experiences in the camp. We were forced to march during the freezing cold. Sometimes prisoners were not able to even find shoes. I can remember a friend of mine crying like a baby because he couldn't bear to touch the freezing floor with his bare feet. It was difficult to face his, but it was not impossible. I remember I used to do it with my wife. I thought of her and remember the way I loved her. The kind of love and affection that had feelings. Feelings are the one that capture what is real to me. Emotions, I had emotions, which were more intense than feeling. I never remember how passion felt. It's so overpowered that I couldn't master my mind and judgment. All I could think was that if I continue marching, I will maybe see my wife again. I walked to her in my mind.
That, Mr. Franco. Did all the prisoners think that way?
Not really. It was difficult to have hope in those circumstances, and more difficult to feel happiness again, not even joy. Many prisoners had turned to nihilism. They thought life now lacked for meaning and happiness would be impossible to achieve. Some even had extreme nihilism that fell into depression, get sick, and die. Others relied on fatalism, thinking their destiny was already decided, and they could only think they would be killed. They fell into pessimism, prisoners reassigned on the fact that they could be happy again. Much of this led to death and to horrible environments in this camp. They forgot that the way to be happy again was to overcome interesting of their own self and seeking the well-being of others. They did not love nor forgive oneself, so they could not do it with others. Watching daily violence from the wards to the prisoners made people get used to it, and they will now not even try to help the others.
Horrible story, but you're a psychiatrist. Was there anything you could do to help the situation?
There is something. I had a principle based on logotherapy. It was a kind of also connected with resilience. My principle was based on trying to help, love, or serve the other to be content with oneself and be happy at least for a while. Resilience is about facing adversity, to overcome it and grow out it's strong for even transform. I used to share with the prisoners way to be happy and they worked. I remember once we had a meeting on a shed. We were all sitting in the darkness and I started talking. I started seeing the people whose hope was completely lost to think to the future. When being physically free, because we were all very psychological, we own our thoughts. We will go and see our families again. Our loved ones will be on our arms again. We had to be resilient and brave to overcome the situation. We had to look into ourselves and find what the problem is in a way it can be forgotten. We had to learn to interpret the situations and learn from them. Not give up. Never give up. We have to have our beliefs very present in our minds, so we can handle the situation positively. We got to think in our consequences and learn how to behave to avoid problems. Resilient people are able to regulate their emotions and control their reactions so they may appropriately respond to any situation. After the speech, people cried and thanked me. I could not feel happier or more satisfied that I served others and helped them. I was truly happy, even if it was just for a while.
We're very surprised of how you face the situation, and we're very grateful to have you here this week and telling your amazing stories.
You're welcome.
Everything for today. See you next week.
Well, I had always been... ¿Ya?
Okay, ya. 1, 2, 3.
1,500 persons were traveling by train. We all had to lie on the top of our Auschwitz.
Deja tu celular.
We had to have our beliefs very present in our mind.